Thank you, Five. Here are my top 5 theater books of 2025. During Michael Riedel's Singular Sensation from a few years back, there's a lot of time spent about the development of Rent, and one of his biggest sources is producer Jeffrey Seller. And the whole time I was like, where is Jeffrey Seller's book? Well, now it's here. This memoir is Jeffrey Seller coming of age from his pretty rough childhood to a wildly successful Broadway producer. Really in the same spirit as Moss Hart's Act 1, which is one of my all-time favorites. There's so much time spent on the musical Rent, which Seller was heavily involved with from the very earliest steps. And I love that he talks about the Tony Award campaign for Avenue Q, where they treated the Tony campaign like an election. Great story, really interesting. I flew through this year. Also, great cover artwork by Peter DeSev. He did the Something Rotten artwork in a lot of shows. Great book. Next, History Hiding Around Broadway by Teale Dvornik. So many books about Broadway theaters are oversized coffee table books, and while I love them, I don't have the room for them. This has that same kind of information in a compact footprint, and I just have loved flipping through it. There's so much love in this book. The cover of this book and the contents match. I particularly love this one illustration of that one seat in the St. James. The illustrations, they remind me of those, reminds me of the Fleischer Studios cartoons where it's like kind of red, kind of green. I love to pick out a random theater in this book and just brush up. Had a lot of fun with this year. Next is Queer Musicals by Robert W. Schneider. Schneider is the artistic director for J2 Spotlight. They do a lot of great revivals of old shows, which I love. That's my favorite era. In this one, he talks about queer musicals like Fun Home and La Cage and Kinky Boots, but he also spends a lot of time with The Prom, which isn't written about enough. This book has a big section about The Knife, which is the first musical to deal with transgender issues. It doesn't get a lot of space in other histories. And it gets a big section on The Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which is so important to me. Really solid stuff, and it's well researched. I gotta check out more of this Essential Musicals series because it's really concise. The next one is big. Hirschfeld's Sondheim by David Leopold and Al Hirschfeld. It's a poster book, so you are meant to find the illustrations that you want, tear them out and frame it or do whatever you'd like. I picked up this book at an event for the Hirschfeld Foundation, and at the same event was Len Cariou, and Rachel was brave enough to ask him to sign his caricature of himself as Sweeney Todd. We absolutely framed that. And the writing is great too. David Leopold knows his stuff. He wrote the excellent Hirschfeld Century. He's got stories. How nice is that? And the fifth one I don't have physically, but I did the audiobook. It is Disney Adults by AJ Wolfe. AJ runs Disney Food Blog, and she has the best narrator voice, so I was like, I absolutely want to hear her read this. AJ takes a lot of time to define and defend this new subculture. She shares a lot of people's oral histories. It feels very Studs Terkel in that way, the guy whose works inspired the musical Working. And Disney Adult is just going to be a good reference point to like what this cultural moment was like. And it was really enjoyable, and it was enlightening and felt validating. I was really impressed. And those are my top books of 2025. To that I say, thank you, Five. And Rachel and I sell this bag and more stuff like it in our merch store, thetheaterlovers.com.